One morning, I, William Saijo, was sitting at my desk and staring blankly at nothing as usual, when my classmates started buzzing with excitement.
Hey, she's coming!
She's so beautiful today, too.
This was an everyday occurrence. I let out a small sigh. When the doors opened, a slender and tall, beautiful young girl with the shape of a model walked in. Makoto Minazuki. She had a reputation for being the most beautiful girl in school. And on top of that, I hear her grades are also really high, which surprised me. According to rumors, there's apparently even a fan club for her within the school. I'm sure it must be a hard thing to do, but I think it's genuinely amazing to be able to root for someone that passionately. However, this Minazuki always maintains an indifference to these voices around her. She doesn't throw her affection around, and it doesn't seem like she has any friends that she could call close. She seems to keep conversations with people to the bare minimum of as necessary. And with her sharp eyes, she gives off a cool impression.
Ms. Makoto, good morning.
Morning.
The weather's great today.
Sure is.
Once again today, the classmates that must be her fans look nervous as they talk to her. But Minazuki briefly looks up with her cold eyes and answers in short words. You can tell that Minazuki has no intention of expanding the conversation beyond that. Even still, the boys…
Hey, Ms. Makoto, say good morning to me. We even had a conversation.
They said they were getting excited between their other guy friends. Only because you said good morning to her, and I don't think that counts as a conversation. That's what I thought, but I wasn't friends with those guys, so I don't talk to them either. Minazuki didn't pay any mind to the guys, and she was turning the pages of her textbook. When it comes to solitude, I don't think I would lose to Minazuki. So it's not exactly that I'm a fan, but I did feel a kind of closeness with Minazuki. And if possible, I wanted her to keep her solitude from now on, too. Well, I'm sure she and I won't have anything else in common from now on either. I'm hungry. The day after school, I was heading towards the neighborhood supermarket to buy groceries for dinner. In my house, my mom was on a long-term work assignment out of state, and my dad was never home, so I was practically living alone. In other words, I had a dream situation for any high school boy. That being said, it was a pain that I would have to make dinner for myself. As the sun was setting and I was walking on the street, I bumped into somebody who was practically running. When I felt the delicate body bump into me, I stopped without thinking. Whoa!
I'm sorry.
When I looked, the person that bumped into me was the most beautiful girl in school, Minazuki. Unlike me, who was in my casual clothes, she was still in her school uniform. Oh, it's you, Minazuki. What's the matter?
Oh, Saijo.
You're looking pretty pale. You're not feeling well?
It's nothing, so please don't pay any mind to it.
Even though she said that, it stuck with me that Minazuki was acting strange. When I looked around us, I found a suspicious figure hiding behind a telephone pole behind Minazuki. I see, so that's what's going on.
What?
In an instant, I thought about a way to sneak out of this place. It'll be a power move, but in this situation, I had no other choice. I opened up the wallet that I had, took out the coin purse, and dispersed coins everywhere. Clang, clang! They made a pathetic sound as the coins hit the ground. Whoa there, it looks like I've dropped my coins.
Saijo? What on earth?
My bad, Minazuki. As my friendly classmate, can you help me pick up the coins?
I don't mind that, but…
And so, Minazuki and I crouched down, and we started picking up the coins that were scattered around the ground. I confirmed that the person behind the telephone pole hadn't moved, so I slowly got closer. I'm pretty sure they rolled over here too. Oh, excuse me. Did you see any coins come over here? When I spoke to the person hiding behind the telephone pole, he panicked and he clumsily ran away. I knew it. Without picking anything else up, I went back to the original place. And Minazuki, was looking at me with a confused look on her face. Oh, you picked them all up. Thank you. Looks like that guy over there, he was following you. When I said that, Minazuki quickly looked away.
How did you know?
Well, due to some family circumstances, I guess I'm more or less sharp about those things.
What does that mean?
More importantly, we need to talk about the problem that you've been roped into. When I said that, Minazuki's body started to shiver. It seemed that this was pretty serious. but I didn't know how much of her expression I could read into. When she's just a classmate I'm not even friends with. From what I've seen, I wouldn't feel great about it if I pretended like I didn't see this. But if you don't want to, then I won't force you to tell me.
No, I wouldn't feel good about that either.
From there, Minazuki looked like she made up her mind. She started talking.
To tell you the truth, recently I've been followed by a stalker. Just now I was studying in the library at school, and on my way home I realized that I was being followed.
I see, and you didn't know what to do, so you purposefully bumped into me.
Yes.
And then I listened to Minazuki as she told me about her situation. Apparently the stalker started following her about 1 month ago from today. It would happen once every few days, and he would be waiting for Minazuki outside of the school. She knew that there was a fan club from before that passionately conducted their activities, but she said that this is the first time she's ever had a direct stalker. He was particularly persistent today, and even though she wanted to go home, she was scared of him figuring out where she lives. So she had been walking around town this whole time.
Thank you so much for what you did earlier, Saijo.
She said that, Minazuki got up and bowed her head down to me. There's nothing to think before. I just so happened to run into you, that's all.
Even still, you really saved me.
I at least had a grasp on the situation. For the rest, it would be best to leave it in the hands of somebody that Minazuki could trust. The stalker from earlier must have realized that you saw him, so he'll probably lay low for a while.
Do you think so? Well, that's good.
All that's left is to have your parents drive you back in their car. Can you get in touch with them?
No, I can't. I was brought into the family born by my mom, but I don't get along with my stepdad or his kids. So now I moved out and I live by myself. So that's why I can't really go to my parents.
It turned out that Minazuki had a complicated situation as well. Well, that's, I shouldn't have said that, sorry.
Please, don't apologize. I also never talked about it, so...
Well then, what about friends that you can trust in times like this? Even if you can't get into a car, if somebody can walk you home, then you would feel better, right?
If you're in the same class as me, Saijo, then I believe I have a pretty good idea about what my relationship with people are like.
My bad. That's right. Minazuki was a loner just like me. I mean, choose a solitude. A painful silence continued for a while, but then Minazuki abruptly put her face close to mine.
Is there no possibility for you to walk me back to my place?
Me? I'm a guy, so I don't think that's best.
If it's you, Saijo, then I can trust you. And you saved me as well, so...
But what if I helped you because I had ulterior motives?
If that were the case, then wouldn't you suggest walking me home first before telling me to call my parents or friends?
Well, that's true.
And plus, you haven't even tried to ask me for my phone number. You don't seem like a person with ulterior motives to me.
When she puts it like that, there was nothing I could say back to that.
Is that a no?
I'd gotten carried away, but I was reminded that Minazuki was the most beautiful girl in the school. If she was going to ask me with that face, there is no way that I should be able to say no to that. Fine, just to your door.
Thank you very much.
As she said that, Minazuki had a warm smile spread across her face. Minazuki's house was about a 20-minute walk from there, and it was an apartment with a security lock. Unexpectedly, it turned out that Minazuki and I lived in the same neighborhood.
That is it. Thank you very much, Saijo.
Oh, well, I'm just glad you got here safely.
Well then, William Saijo, before we part ways, would you like to exchange phone numbers?
Why?
After today's incident, I thought it would be best to at least have one acquaintance from my classmates.
Wait a minute, do you have ulterior motives with me?
Come on, please stop joking around.
We exchanged phone numbers and Minazuki finally disappeared into her apartment building. I looked around to make sure there wasn't anybody that could be a stalker around, and I let out a deep sigh. I'm kinda tired now. And with this, my weird connection with Minazuki is over. All I can do now is to pray that Minazuki isn't a victim again. Well, at that time, that was what my genuine thoughts were. After that, Minazuki started sending me messages pretty frequently. In the beginning, they were mostly to express her gratitude to me, but as time went on, we started talking about pointless things in our daily lives. Even from my side, I told her how my parents were never home, and I was basically living alone, and that my dad was a detective. Well, that he worked for a specific type of detective agency. I told her all of that too.
So your dad is a detective. That's amazing. I've only ever seen them in novels and in the movies.
But he's not one of the cool ones like you see in these mystery novels, or anything like that. He just investigates things like affairs or partners who go missing. He said it's mostly stuff like that.
I see. So that's why on that day, you were so quick to notice a stalker.
Well, when my dad has days off, he tells me about these things, and sometimes I go visit him at the agency too. We don't interact when we're at school, but after school, we started messaging each other. And little by little, I was starting to understand more about Minazuki. How she knows that she's looked at as special from those around her, but that she really still hasn't gotten used to it. How she gives off the impression that she's hard to read, but that's simply because she's not good at talking to people. How she does actually feel lonely. The more I talked to her, the more I realized she was just a normal girl. Whoa, it's already this late?
You're right. We should go to sleep. Well then, Saijo, good night.
Yeah, good night. She may be the most beautiful girl in school, and she may be by herself all the time, but maybe I was the one that was putting up the walls around her. About 1 week after the stalker incident happened, one day…
Saijo!
Minazuki? What's the matter all of a sudden? It was extremely rare for Minazuki to talk to me within school grounds.
Actually, there is a letter from my stalker in my locker.
When I heard those words, without thinking, I gripped my teeth. As expected, the stalker wasn't going to back down just yet. When I looked in Minazuki's locker, inside there was a letter and a bouquet of flowers.
It's this.
Let me open the letter. If you don't wanna, you don't have to look.
No, I can't keep running away either, so… And plus, you're here with me now.
Sure. Well, don't push yourself too much. When I opened the letter, and sorry, there was a photograph of Minazuki about to walk into her apartment building.
This is… my door.
Honestly, this is not looking good. As it turns out, the stalker had finally been able to locate Minazuki's home. Tomorrow is the start of a 3-day weekend, but there was plenty of possibility that he might try to do something within that time. So far, he hadn't showed signs of applying any direct danger to her, but this had already put enough of a strain on Minazuki mentally. I think at this rate, it's better if we go to the police. But with only this evidence, will they be able to do anything? As I was thinking hard about it, Minazuki's thin hands grabbed onto my arm.
I am really scared.
I can only imagine. If only there was something I could…
I'm sure this is a ridiculous request, but for the 3-day weekend starting tomorrow, would it be possible for me to stay at your place?
Well, that sure is a ridiculous request.
That's exactly what I just said. But there's nobody else I can trust except for you, Saijo.
But my parents aren't at my house.
I don't mind, even if your parents aren't there. As long as you're there, I can be a lot more comfortable than my house, where I live alone.
That's not what I meant, though. That being said, I couldn't just leave Minazuki in this situation either. And so I decided, all right, let me ask my parents. And as long as they're okay with it.
Thank you very much, truly. I'm just so worried, and…
I'm already on the boat. It wouldn't be right to leave you now. When I called my dad, he quickly responded that if I wanted to let a friend stay over, they could stay over as much as they want. And so I was going to be living together with Minazuki for a while. Right now, my mom's room is empty, so while she was at my place, she would be sleeping there. You can use this room, however you like.
Thank you so much for everything.
If there is anything else you might need, let me know.
Should be no problem. I made sure to pack everything properly.
Before coming back to my place, first we went to Minazuki's apartment together, and I had her gather whatever she needed to stay over. Of course, I didn't go into her bedroom, and I waited for her out in the living room. Despite the circumstances, I couldn't help but to think that Minazuki seemed excited. Hey, is it just me, or does it seem like you're happy about this?
Well, that might be because this is the first time I've ever slept at a classmate's house.
Oh, really? Now that you mention it, I don't think anybody has ever stayed over here either.
I guess that means it's the first time for both of us.
Sure. For some reason, given the situation, I heard that in a different context and my heart skipped a beat. No, calm down. There's no way that Minazuki would say a joke with a deeper meaning like that. And so, despite the nerves and the awkwardness, Minazuki and I began our time as roommates.
This is delicious. This ginger pork.
I'm glad you don't mind it. Sorry I can't make anything that great.
That's not true at all. This is really delicious.
What's the matter? Did something funny happen or something?
Well, that's,
Is it my face? When I made that joke, Minazuki made a panicked face. She's actually pretty fun to tease.
Not at all. I was just thinking that it's fun to have a meal with somebody.
I see. Well, I feel the same way. Recently, I hadn't been eating with my family either, so it had been a while since I had an opportunity like this. Being roommates with Minazuki was generally going fine, but sometimes I would run into trouble. The morning of the day when I went to the bathroom to wash my face, Minazuki was brushing her teeth in a thin set of pajamas. Whoa!
Oh, good morning, Saijo.
Good morning. Minazuki's pajamas were open very wide along her chest, and if I wasn't careful, I felt like I might be able to see down that way. As it turns out, when she goes to sleep, Minazuki was the type to let her guard down. Perhaps she was still half asleep because she didn't seem to notice that her clothing was in a dangerous place.
What's the matter? Why are you looking away?
Well, it's just that I didn't think that it would be good for me to stir either, so.
Huh?
Perhaps she realized her state when I said that, because Minazuki suddenly jumped and covered herself.
I'm so sorry. When I live alone, I've never thought about things like this, and...
You don't need to apologize, but also, I'm also sorry. If anything, I wanted to thank her. But that certainly would have been a crime, so I restrained myself. The next afternoon, I was about to go out to get groceries when Minazuki stopped me.
Saijo, where are you going?
Just to do some groceries. I don't have anything to make dinner, so...
I'll come with you.
Minazuki? It's a little hard to walk on this.
I have no choice. I don't want the stalker to see me somewhere.
In that case, you should have waited at home.
I don't want that either.
Why not? For me to have the most beautiful girl in school pressed up against me on my arm was so strange, I didn't know what to do.
Saijo, from now on, please don't leave the house without saying anything to me.
Well, I just felt bad bothering you.
That's not okay. From now on, please promise you'll say something to me.
Huh, well, as long as I don't forget then.
Fine.
I felt like there was a cute baby voice coming from Minazuki that I had never heard before. Or was I just imagining that? And just like that, it was the last night of the 3-day weekend. Minazuki knocked on my door and came into my room.
Sorry to bother you this late at night.
Minazuki? What's the matter?
I couldn't really sleep. Would it be okay if we talked?
I don't mind.
But you can't fall asleep while I'm talking, okay?
Yeah. And so we had mindless conversation from there. I tried to keep the topics light so that Minazuka wouldn't think about the stalker. Eventually, Minazuka fell asleep. I slowly moved my shoulder and I carried Minazuka into her bedroom.
Good night, Makoto.
First, I was relieved that Minazuka was able to get to sleep, but the fact that she came into my bedroom the night before we were able to go back to school could only mean that she was feeling uneasy about it. I had to do something about this. And for that, I'd already made some moves. But I didn't know how they would work out. But then I had left my phone on silent, and it started to vibrate. I rushed out of the bedroom and checked my phone. It was a call from my dad, so I quietly answered. Hello, Dad? Oh, hey, Wataru. There's been some updates on that thing you asked me to look into. Thank you. The next morning, I was standing behind the schoolyard, waiting for the person that I called out.
Are you the person that asked to see me?
Hello, I apologize for the sudden invitation. The person that appeared there was a girl that I recognized from walking past in the hallway a number of times. Miss Akane Satori from Junior Class A, is that right?
Yeah, that's right, but I have no idea why I've been called out by you right now.
No matter how you looked at her, she seems like a normal, cute high school girl. But there was something that I was about to have to tell her. I'm gonna get straight to the point. From this moment on, stop following Makoto Minazuki around anymore. The moment I spoke Minazuki's name, Akane's face tightened up. It looked like she knew what I was talking about.
I have no idea what you're talking about right now.
And it looked like she was gonna try and act like she didn't. Well then, I have no choice. Take a look at this. From my back pocket, I pulled out a number of photographs. In the first photograph, there was Minazuki stuck right on my arm. and right behind her was Sawatari. She was in a disguise, but that brown hair and overall appearance looked like her. In a separate photograph, there she was, after she had removed her disguise. I predicted that the stalker would only continue to follow Minazuki around. That's why when I asked my dad, who works at a detective agency, whether Minazuki could stay over, at the same time, I asked if it might be possible for him to take photos as evidence for me. I didn't expect it to be a girl, and that was a shock. But because there are both guy and girl members in her fan club, it wasn't strange for the stalker to be a girl either. Even after seeing these, can you still say the same?
Well, that's...
After being presented with photo evidence, she must have realized that she couldn't make any excuse anymore, and Sadawari fell down to her knees on the spot.
I am very sorry.
Why did you do something like this?
Well, that's because Miss Makoto was just so beautiful, and somebody that I respected, and I really wanted to know her more.
Why did you send her a photograph that would scare her like that?
That's... well, I don't know the answer to all that either. But I think it's probably because I wanted her to know that I existed too.
I did not understand the feeling of wanting the other person to recognize you, but to inflict fear for that reason wasn't right. Listen closely. You better not follow Minazuki ever again. If you break this promise, you know what's gonna happen, right?
I am very sorry.
I'd already shared the gist of the situation with the school as well, and I'm sure Sawatari shouldn't be able to stalk anybody anymore. And so, with that, this case of the stalker was closed. That day on the way home, I told Minazuki that everything was over and that she could relax now.
So, that's what happened.
Yeah, so you don't need to worry anymore.
Thank you very much, Saijo.
Although her words were positive, for some reason, Minazuki's expression was dark. What is wrong? Is there something else that's on your mind?
No, not exactly. That's not what this is, but since it was solved, does that mean I should be going back to my house now?
Well, I guess so, because you don't have the worry of the stalker anymore.
Is that so? I guess that means that there's no reason for me to be together with you anymore, too.
Well, I don't think we will be together in the same way that we have been anymore.
Oh, but as classmates, we're still going to be friends, right?
Oh yeah, of course, that's the plan.
Anyway, let's go home.
She said that, and Minazuki was walking ahead of me. As I was watching her back, the memories flooded in. The memories of these days that I spent together with her. Minazuki was put on a pedestal as the most beautiful girl in school, and even though she looked like a loner, she was just a normal girl. She said that my cooking was delicious and looked so happy when she was eating, and was always dazed when she woke up, and she would easily get sad and lonely. Minazuki!
What?
Without thinking, I had reached out and grabbed Makoto's hand. That's because somewhere deep inside of me, I knew that I would regret it if I didn't say it now. I looked her in the eyes. Into those eyes, not of the most beautiful girl in the school, or as a fellow loner or anything like that, but the eyes of a girl that meant a lot to me. Makoto.
Yes?
I have to tell you that When you think of October, for most of the world it's autumn. But right now, I'm in the different world of Okinawa. In Okinawa, it was still warm, and it felt strange to me that in this season I could still swim in the ocean. The school trips that were canceled until last year were finally resumed. And if I could make asking her out a success, then I should be able to move into my college applications without any regrets. I, Ichi Hongo, have a childhood friend named Nico Ichimonji. I probably don't have to say this, but I have a crush on Nico. I am Nico in love with Nico. Nonsense. At our high school, there is a legend that says if you ask someone out during the school trip, then it would go well. I've been waiting for this opportunity my whole life, and today was gonna be the day that Nico and I would become boyfriend and girlfriend. Sorry, Nico, I know you're in a different class, but I brought you out here.
No worries. What's the matter, Ichi?
Oh, are you enjoying the school trip?
We're going to the aquarium tomorrow. I can't wait.
Nico was always shy, and ever since we were little kids, she preferred the zoo or the aquarium over the amusement parks. Seeing Nico talk about it so excitedly, it made me realize once again how much I like her. I'm sure that I'm gonna ask her out and it'll go well. I don't normally have that kind of confidence, but today is different. When it comes to school trips, that's right, everybody gossips. I received some insider information from girls in the same group as Nico, right after the lunch break. When they were all gossiping about who they like, they discovered that Nico had a crush on me. Because they already knew that we were childhood friends, they were supportive of it. For me, when I thought it was a one-sided crush for all these years, it was a gift from the heavens. I was planning on asking her out with the expectation of suicide, but now I was on cloud 9. And I had no memories from the rest of the day. Nico's friends were also hyping me up. If I can't succeed now, I'm not a man! Starting next year, we're gonna be seniors, and I think we're gonna be busy with college applications.
Yeah, have you already decided where you want to apply?
I'm thinking I want to go to the same college as you, Nico.
As for me? But if it's you, Ichi, you can aim higher, though.
I just want to be with you from now on, too, Nico. Let's work hard together.
If you're going to say so, Ichi, then...
For whatever reason, Nico has never had much self-confidence. I liked Nico regardless, but more than anything, I was worried. If she becomes a college student like this, she's so pure that she would probably be fed too much alcohol at the freshman parties. And then some good-for-nothing guy would probably take her home. I was overwhelmed with uneasiness about it. It's not just college. Even after that, I want to continue building happiness with you, Nico. Nico, I like you. I want you to become my girlfriend. I said that, and I put my head down. I was expecting a response of yes, but then a natural silence continued.
Ichi and me? Oh, what is this? What is this? I don't get it. This can't be real. Wait a minute. Is this my imagination, virtual reality vision of Ichi? It has to be. Because there's no way this is real. It's not real, and we're living in a hotel.
Nico?
Ichi, I'm sorry. Too ugly. I can't.
Before I knew it, Nico had disappeared from the scene. All I could do was stand there and watch in my devastation. What? Was I rejected? And just like that, before I knew it, the school trip had come to an end.
Good morning. Oh my, what's the matter, Ichi? You seem down. Now that the school trip is over, is your heart still in Okinawa?
School trip? What is a school trip?
What's the matter, Ichi? Your eyes are looking haunted.
Okinawa? I wonder if Okinawa is warm even in this season.
I don't know what's going on, but come back down to earth.
The beautiful girl that sits next to me, Sasara Kazami, is saying something strange. After I was rejected by Nico, I don't have any memories of the school trip. The only memory is that I forgot to buy souvenirs and my family got mad at me. But I mean, what was I supposed to do in that state? The friends who were rooting for me to ask her out were being weirdly nice.
What? Ichi, you were rejected?
It was a splendid suicide.
Interesting. I see. Well then, that means I still have a chance, right? Ichi, I'm sure it was hard, but can you tell me more about it?
Sasra was annoying about asking for the details, so I reluctantly told her what happened from start to finish. Sasara's kindness was seeping into me, to the point where I think I could fall for her. Not only is she beautiful, she has a good personality. It makes me believe that God has favorites, and the world is an unfair place. Even though I'm ugly,
Don't cry, Ichi. It's okay. What is that? That's awful. Wait a minute, Ichi. Do you think you were tricked?
Tricked?
That's right. Maybe they weren't actually talking about their crushes, and maybe they were watching you and Nico from the shadows and laughing about it.
Would that mean that Nico came to meet me without knowing anything? Isn't that a really evil way of bullying? But I wonder if anybody would do something that mean during the school trip. And the fact is that Nico very clearly called me ugly when she rejected me.
But ugly, Ichi. That's not true at all. If anything, you're pretty good looking, and...
Thank you for your flattery.
I'm not flattering you. Well, then, do you want me to cheer you up?
For some reason, she seemed flustered, as the super beautiful Sasara made such a suggestion. And for some reason, she was slowly getting closer, like a predator hunting its prey. I'm sure if Sasara cheered me up, then I could get back some energy, but there was no doubt that my school life was definitely going to end like this, in heartbreak. Please, Sasara, wait a minute. I was supposed to say, no thanks, I'll be okay, Sasara.
I'm going to be extra nice to you.
Shoot, I didn't realize that my inside voice just spilled out.
Don't worry, don't worry. Today is the day when it's fine.
What? What's fine?
No!
Nico? What's the matter? Do you need something from me?
Nico, what are you doing in this classroom?
I was searching over Ichi from afar in the shadows, as usual. But then I saw Sasahara trying to prey on Ichi, so...
There's no way that Sasara would try to do such a thing. You're just misunderstanding, Nico.
I would.
Please don't!
I always thought you were suspicious. You finally showed your true colors. That is most definitely jealousy.
But also, why is she always watching?
She obviously likes Ichi, so why did she reject him?
I want to eat Okinawa donuts.
I won't let you have him, Sasahara. Ichi's my precious childhood friend.
But Nico, you've already rejected Ichi when he asked you out, didn't you?
No, it's just that me, as I am now, would only make Ichi sad.
What does that mean? Doesn't that sound like it was just a prank then?
Allow me to explain. Nico Ichimonji is a little girl with very low self-esteem who is in love with Ichi-Hanko. And through those eyes behind the clouded lens, she glorifies everything about Ichi. To Nico, Ichi is so grand she thinks that she will never be good enough or an appropriate match for him.
The girls in my group apologized to me. That maybe they did something unnecessary. But they told me that if I didn't come to fix this misunderstanding, it's going to turn into disaster.
Misunderstanding?
The effect is sparkling yet again today. And Ichi, you're blinding me.
So does that mean you actually like Ichi, Nico?
That's too terrifying and... I'm so sorry, Ichi. I can't. Please don't leave me behind.
No, wait, that's not what I was...
Please, Ichi. You won't leave me, will you?
Please don't say something that sounds so bad.
From what I've heard, aren't you the one that left Ichi first, Nico?
I never did such a thing. I have and will always love Ichi.
But you called me ugly. And I'm sorry. I never realized that that's what you thought of me.
No, that's not true. Because you are the most handsome human in the existence of humanity.
I'm not understanding the scale, but then why?
I am the one that's too ugly. You wouldn't want to be a girl that looks like me either, right?
And she said that, Nico went quiet. Even though I couldn't see it through her glasses, after knowing her all these years, I could tell that there were tears in her eyes. I always tell you this. You're really cute, so you need to have more confidence, Nico.
That's impossible. If you are domestic A5 grade Wagyu beef, then I am like burnt piece of leftover meat that's stuck to the pan.
That's not true at all. To me, you're an extremely important person, you know? And, all these years, I thought it was a one-sided crash. And that's why I was happy when I heard we might feel the same way. And that's why when I was rejected by you, I was so devastated that I couldn't enjoy the school trip at all.
I did something so terrible to you, Ichi. And even then, I was in my own head.
It's already in the past, so it's fine. But I want to hear your real feelings, Nico.
Stop right there!
Could you two please not get lost in your own world in the face like this? You chose me a second ago, Ichi. You're already cheating on me?
Since when did we begin any sort of relationship?
Ichi, if you're going to forgive me, then it's fine if you go with the girl that's better.
You need to value yourself more.
Hey, Ichi. Nico is interesting, and her self-deprecating strategy is also a novelty.
I'm worried about Nico's personality in many ways.
By the way, Ichi, does this mean I have a chance too?
What?
Until now, I thought that you two were in love with each other, so I was hesitating, but I was also interested in you too, you know.
What?
This is amazing! I've never seen this before. This is a war zone, isn't it? A war zone!
This is a joke, right?
Well, what do you think?
This is that thing my dad says, that once divorced men are more popular.
What? But I also have a crush on Ichi too. Don't make things more complicated. You need to sit down and stay back.
Okinawa donuts.
That was unexpected. I'm pretty sure Sasara was just joking, though.
Ichi, you're so clueless. That was definitely her real feelings. I've watched Sasura, and she's always licking her tongue about you.
I've never seen anybody doing such a thing.
I do it sometimes too.
That's scary. I didn't get to hear your answer in the classroom, but how'd you feel about me, Nico?
I like you, but I don't want to summarize it with just the word like, because you are everything to me, Ichi.
As she said that, Nico looked far off into the distance.
If only I had the strength like Sasahara to properly face you with my feelings.
Nico. I know! Nico, do you have time today?
What? Yeah, if you're going to invite me to something, I'm going to erase all of my plans.
You can't do that.
You're so funny, Ichi. When there's no chance that there are any plans more important than you.
Can you not make it seem like I'm the weird one? Nico, today we're gonna break open your seal.
What? You're joking, right? Stop it. You can't do that, Ichi. If you do that, then I'll...
Nico, you know yourself that you can't stay like this forever.
What?
It's gonna be okay. It's not gonna be like those days.
But still, I'm scared, Ichi.
I want you to be my girlfriend, Nico, and when we go to college together, let's get married. So I need you to have more courage too, okay?
Married? You, Ichi, with me? Does happiness like that really exist?
Sure does.
You're not going to hate me?
There's no way that I would.
I see. You're right. Even back then, you were the only person that protected me. If you believe in me, then that's all I need. I'll do my best, because I want to marry you too, Ichi.
Nico and I first met when we were in the first grade. Nico had transferred into our school, and she was instantly the center of attention. Children can be so cruel. Because Nico had eyes that were a different color than everybody else, it didn't take long for her to become the target of the class bullying. I was overwhelmed with the feeling of righteousness, and I always stood by Nico's side to protect her. Everybody laughed at me for trying to be a knight, but the reason I still did it was simple. When I saw Nico with her transparent eyes, I fell in love at first sight. But Nico was always crying, wondering why she had to be different from everyone else. Yeah, Nico, if you put these on, you'll be fine.
Ichi, what are these?
It's an item to hide your eyes.
Wow, this is amazing. Everything is dark.
Now that I think about it, maybe I didn't want to show Nico's beautiful eyes to anybody else. Even though I was a kid, I'm certain that was because of the jealousy I had. When I spoke to her parents about how Nico was being bullied at school, not long after that, Nico started wearing a special set of glasses that would make the color of her eyes less noticeable. Nico finally regained her energy, and before I knew it, she was always following me around right behind my back. But part of it was that she was always hiding her true self, and that was slowly adding to Nico's self-deprecating personality. But there was nothing that I could do about it, and I tried to do my best to always cheer her up. And as this frustrating relationship continued, we'd already become high schoolers.
Ichi, today is the day we start fresh. I'm going to make that little thief jump in her pants.
Oh, what have I done? It wasn't a dream! It's only gotten worse!
I don't know why on earth I rejected your proposal. I'm so stupid, aren't I? I'm so sorry, Ichi. I will spend the rest of my life paying for my crimes.
This must be the result of suppressing it for so long.
Ichi, I'm worried. And plus, I still don't think I'm a match for someone like you, Ichi.
I quickly took the glasses off.
Once we go to college, let's get married straight away, Ichi.
This is crazy!
I like you even when you're messing with me.
Last night, Nico took off her glasses that she'd been worried for all these years. For Nico, those glasses were her shield to protect herself. Without those, of course, Nico would fall into nervousness. However, that was when the most unexpected thing happened. To my disbelief, Nico's personality flipped. She was a completely different, forward and proactive Nico. But actually, maybe this was Nico's true personality. However, in either personality, she said that her love for me didn't change. I still hadn't grasped how to interact with her between these two sides of her. Run away now, Sasura!
What's the matter, Ichi? What's with that look on your face?
Turbulence! There's about to be a lot of turbulence right now, and...
Ichi, sorry to make you wait. I already left my bag in the classroom. Miss Sasahara, who is scheming to steal my Ichi from right under my nose. There is something I would like to say to you. I am going to show you and protect Ichi's love and his virtue from you.
Oh, Ichi, who is this person?
What, is it really you, Nico? I'm obviously Nico Ichimonji from every angle. How rude of you!
You're not in your original form, though.
Hold it in a little bit more in school, Nico.
My love for you is immeasurable. I'm already holding it in the best I can. I think I might explode.
Please don't. Please do not explode here.
That's you telling me to explode, isn't it? Aw, come on, Ichi.
I'm really not telling a joke right now.
What's going on, Ichi? And also, Nico's eyes.
I was always hiding them with glasses, but I can't stay like that forever.
I didn't know that you were a foreigner, Nico.
Her father is, but Nico is properly Japanese.
I didn't know that. We could just put that aside for now. But why has your personality changed so much, too?
Probably when she takes off her glasses, she becomes a complete opposite personality.
That sounds like a manga.
Even though you're also like the pretty girl characters in the mangas.
It's such a fine line between compliment and an insult. I don't know which one it is.
Now that I have gotten serious about this, you don't stand a chance of winning anymore, Sasahara. If Ichi is an A5 grade Ragyu, then I am a top grade natural bluefin tuna.
You really like these novelty metaphors, don't you?
You should just calmly back down and accept your loss.
I also haven't put my serious effort into this, you know?
Your serious effort, Sasahara? At best, I'm sure all you're going to do is unbutton down the second button and come on to him, isn't it? I can also take baths with Ichi. Both parents have also already approved.
Why are you attacking so strong? So annoying. When it comes to grades, I won't lose.
That's not fair.
What are you fighting about?
Ichi, Sasahara's bullying me. She's so mean.
Hey, not fair.
With this, you'll calm down for a little while.
Ichi, can you please teach me for the next test? I don't want to be apart from you anymore.
Oh, what is this? Hey, Ichi, don't you think Nico is so interesting?
I also never thought that things would turn out this way.
But you know, being with the two of us, it sounds pretty fun. I'll see you in college too, Ichi.
Sasura, what exactly does that mean?
Aw, come on. We're classmates after all. We can aim for the same college, can't we?
That came out of nowhere.
And?
Well,
if you're going to say any more, then I'm going to take off Nico's glasses again.
Sasura!
I thought so.
When Nico's blue eyes appeared out of nowhere, she became a topic throughout the school like wildfire. And the way that even her personality would change so drastically made it even more of a boiling topic. Nico wasn't able to handle it and she came crying to me, but the moment she would take her glasses off, she would boldly announce her feelings towards me out loud. So I made her put her glasses back on immediately. Nico, you don't need to force it, you know?
No, I can't just let you change your dream school to match me, dear sir. As your companion, I must work hard. And plus, I can learn from you, sir. I'm going to catch up quickly and show you.
Nico's strange personality is only accelerating.
That being said, why is it that when you take off your glasses, you speak so formally?
Apparently, she was influenced by the old TV shows that she used to watch when she was trying to get used to Japan.
Oh, really? So there's an actual reason for it?
It's only for now that you could be so easygoing like that. I'm going to show you once and for all.
Oh, show me.
Ichi, I don't like this person. Hey, quiet over there.
Sorry. At first, I didn't know what was going to happen, but unexpectedly, the two of them seemed like they might become good friends. And perhaps you could say that my one-sided crush of many years was finally reaching its conclusion. It turned out quite far from how I had imagined, but I suppose this is part of life. But still, I don't understand how your personality changes so much when the glasses come off.
Hey, over there.
If it's a result of how much it was suppressed until now, it should calm down when she leaves her glasses off for a while. It will calm down, right? I glanced over at Nico.
Ichi, I love you.
This is... Oh, it brings back memories.
That day, I saw Yukimoka, my childhood friend, and she found something in the back of the shelf. It was something I made a long time ago and gave to Mocha. I had no idea back then that it would lead to such a situation.
This is lucky. Let's have Jinku do various things for me.
Mocha laughed softly and joyfully. Sneakily. Joyfully. Blatantly.
Ugh, I laughed so much that I choked. It's all because of you, Jin-kun.
Why is that? 10 minutes later.
Jin-kun?
What happened, Mocha?
I just came by.
I can see that.
A childhood friend, a girl, came to visit your room, but your usual calm demeanor is hurting me.
Why?
It's a girl's pride.
Did you have any female pride?
That's awful.
No, just kidding.
Jin-kun, you're mean.
This is just how we communicate as childhood friends. I wouldn't say this to anyone else.
I'm the only special one for Jin-kun, right?
You're easy.
If you talk like that, I'll marry you.
Who would I marry?
Me.
With?
There's only one you.
No, I think there are plenty of others because you're popular, Momoka, after all.
I don't. In my past life, in this life, and future. I'm meant to be with you, Jin-kun.
Don't be so sure. You don't even know about your past life.
I do know. We were lovers. That's why God made us childhood friends in this life. It's fate.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm serious. Hey, can you still have that attitude after seeing this?
What is it?
It's something you gave me a long time ago.
Let me see. It was nostalgic. Isn't this a do anything ticket?
Yes, that's right.
The gist of it is that using this, I would listen to and do anything people say. Back then, my father had just remarried. I couldn't gauge my distance with my new mother, so I gave her this to bridge the gap. I helped with cleaning, laundry, and other household chores. It was really well received, so as a child, I made a lot of them and distributed them to acquaintances whenever something came up. Wow, this brings back memories. Where did you find it?
In the cupboard.
The writing is obviously faded.
I've kept it carefully all this time.
Huh? You're lying, right?
Precisely speaking, I was waiting until this time.
Huh?
With this, I can marry you, Jin-kun. Until the age I can marry, I won't use it till then.
I won't do it.
Why not?
Why would you think you could get married with this?
It says you can make me do anything.
There's a limit.
It isn't written here, and there's also no expiration date.
Well, that's true, but I've been holding back my feelings of wanting you to do various things for me. What kinds of things?
Dates, kisses, or even being a companion at night?
That's not good.
You dislike it?
I mean, isn't it normal for me to be the one saying that?
Well, I don't think it's wrong if both parties agree.
You're denying that? But anyway, you think that ticket for such things is wrong?
It's not really anything, is it?
Hey, don't be sulky.
I should have trained you when I was younger so you couldn't live without me.
You're talking about training? Your brain is filled with pink, huh?
My hair isn't pink.
That's not what I meant.
Then how far can I go? Kiss? Just the tip of a kiss is okay?
Hey, stop.
Then what am I allowed to do?
What do you mean, what?
Draw a clear line.
Well, within the bounds of common sense.
In my common sense, making children would be fine.
Not in mine. We're still high school students and we should be pure.
What's that? Are you a virgin?
I'm not a virgin.
All right, I get it.
Why are you the one getting angry? I should be the one getting angry.
Then I guess I'll let you off with just sleeping next to me.
Letting me off?
Look, that bed over there?
You're not listening.
Touching is okay.
But be gentle.
No touching, just sleeping next to each other.
You're stingy. A few seconds later.
Jin-kun is so close to me.
Instant fall in 2 frames.
What?
Nothing. Just that we only have 5 minutes.
Why?
What if she sees us here? And speak of the devil.
Hey, brother, can you teach me some study stuff?
Saki. My stepsister came into my room. The same old excuse. No, she wants to be taught. She doesn't even bring any study materials.
What are you doing? Sleeping next to each other. Why are Mocha-chan and brother... That's our relationship. What?
Hey, Mocha, don't talk nonsense. This is after explaining the situation simply in 2 minutes. Saki then hurriedly left the room.
Oh, she left. Well, it's fine. This way I can flirt as much as I want with you.
You switch gears quickly.
That's because I want to be close with you, Jin-kun, and Saki-chan has nothing to do with it. And...
As Momoko was about to say something, the footsteps that had faded away suddenly grew louder again.
Brother, I want to also...
What?
I want to use this, too.
What do you mean use?
Let me sleep next to you as well. Saki-chan, you're not supposed to. Why does Mocha-chan get to decide?
True.
Whose side are you on, Jin-kun? First of all, Saki-chan, you're Jin-kun's sister. Siblings don't do that kind of thing. I'm his stepsister anyway. We're not related by blood. So what? It means I'm allowed to marry. That's not allowed. I'm the one who's going to marry Jin-kun. No, it's me.
Wait. Why are you two the one deciding who I'm going to marry?
Huh? That's because I got the do-anything ticket from you.
Like I told Moko a while ago, there is a limit to what you can do with that ticket.
Are you a virgin, brother? Yeah, that's what I thought too. If you're a man, you should take responsibility for your actions. But a man who doesn't take responsibility is a bit nice too. What? Momoka-chan, you have that kind of hobby? That's only for Jin-kun.
You two actually really get along. Besides, Momoka, you've already used your do-anything ticket.
Yeah.
So your request ends here.
But I still have a lot more.
Huh?
Look.
Mocha pulled out a bundle of tickets.
Before, Jin-kun used to give these out whenever something came up.
Wait. So, you mean Saki, you too?
Yeah, I saved them to use after getting married.
Who's getting married to whom?
Obviously, me and my brother. Don't make me say it again. No, it's me who's going to marry Jin-kun. It's me!
Not any of you.
Let's put that conversation aside for now. For now. Yeah.
Both of you look scary.
Let's enjoy sleeping next to each other.
And so, I was pushed down onto the bed. I can't get married anymore.
That's why I said I'll take you. I'll be the one.
My days of suffering began.
Brother, let's go to school together.
I don't want to. It's embarrassing to be teased by others.
I'll use this then.
Fine. It can't be helped. It's much better than being used like last time.
Yay! It's unfair. Always Saki-chan.
Since she became a high school student, she's been embarrassed and won't go to school with me.
Why are you casually in the living room? We're childhood friends, that's why.
I wonder if that's a good reason.
It is. I also got a spare key from Uncle and Aunt, you know.
I didn't know that.
Then I'll use it, too.
Why?
Because I also want to go to school with you, Jin-kun. And I want to use a combo card. I want to dry your hair.
Hair? You have a weird fetish, don't you?
Then I'll use the combo card. I want to feed brother his meals. That's unfair. I'll use it at lunch then. Copycat. Then I'll make brother change clothes. I'll get him to brush his teeth. Then I will.
We're like a competition, both of them trying to get whatever they could from using the do-anything ticket during lunch break.
Here you go, Jin-kun.
Ah.
Is it delicious?
Yeah.
If so, that's good. But you kinda look tired.
Of course.
Why?
Considering what you two have been doing these past few days.
You two?
There's only you and Saki, right? Since the two of them have been using the do-anything card, I've lost all my freedom. My every action is controlled by Mocha and Saki. From waking up in the morning to going to sleep at night, other men wouldn't understand this hardship. They say it's like heaven being taken care of by two beautiful girls all day. Screw it. Not having freedom is really stressful. I want to eat by myself. I want to change clothes by myself. I want to sleep alone. I'm not a baby. That's what I did in the past. So I'll take responsibility, but the past few days, the two of you have been misusing the ticket, and now the bundle of cards has become quite little. How many left?
About 5, I think.
Got it.
By the way, I'll use the last one to become lovers.
What did you say?
The boundary that you drew seems to be only up to students. So being lovers with a student is totally okay, right?
Wait, that's...
Hearing that I could become lovers with brother.
See? Another troublesome one appeared.
I'll become brother's lover, not you. Jin-kun, brother?
Which would you choose? Do I have to decide?
Yes.
Seriously?
If we don't push the story like this, Jin-kun, being so shy seems like it'll stay the same forever. Right, right.
What would you do if I said I like someone other than you two?
What?
Never mind.
Jin-kun,
What?
unfortunately, the only girls who love you are me and Saki-chan.
Why would you say something so sad? Aw, damn it. I don't care. Decide amongst yourselves.
What do you mean?
Well, I care about both of you. I don't know if it's romantic, but I treat you guys as equals. But I can't choose between you.
So that means you have to follow what we decide?
I guess that's correct.
Then, Mocha-chan, let's have a match. Okay. What match? It should be the usual, right? Yep. Right. Rock, paper, scissors.
Are you guys fine with that? Do you guys even like me? It seems it became a prize in a game of rock, paper, scissors. No, it's not just a squabble over side dishes.
Is it not okay?
It's not that it's not okay.
I'll definitely win, brother.
Do your best.
Do your best? Jin-kun, are you only cheering for Saki-chan?
Mocha, do your best too.
Yes, I'll do my best.
And so, the decisive battle began.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Draw.
Shoot.
It's a draw again.
Shoot.
Again.
Shoot.
You guys really get well together. And how many times has it been now? And then, the time came. After countless ties, a winner and loser were finally decided.
Yay, I won!
Mocha, my childhood friend, won. That afternoon, we gathered in my room as usual.
So, Jin-kun, from today, please become my boyfriend.
Okay. That was when a hand reached out towards us.
No,
Even if you say no,
I don't want to.
we decided on rock, paper, scissors.
But I still don't want to.
So, what will you do?
I don't know.
What do you mean, I don't know?
I don't like it.
Saki, that's no good.
Why?
It's not right to accept the battle, then lose, and act like it never happened. These are the words of a brother.
I don't care.
I just said something good.
Right or wrong doesn't matter. It's about love. Fine. Huh? Then the request to become lovers is temporarily canceled. Is that okay? It's not good, but it can't be helped. I can't make my future sister-in-law cry. Besides, my dream is to make Jin-kun fall in love with me and confess. I'm not your future sister-in-law. Okay. But thank you, and I'm sorry. Yes.
What was all that farce about?
Really, Jin-kun, you have no delicacy. Really.
Yeah. Disappointed. I was utterly disappointed. But I kind of saw it coming. Mocha has been my childhood friend, and since Saki became my stepsister, we've always been together. They often played without me, and she seems to adore Momoka as my sister. The fuss just now was just her being spoiled. On the other hand, Momoka is sweet to her. The three of us are together. It's a bit troublesome, but if Momoka and Saki were together, they would probably settle down like close sisters. In summary, it was a happy ending as usual. This case should have been neatly wrapped up, but...
By the way, why were we competing? Right? I thought so too. I'm fine with Saki-chan. I'm fine with Mocha-chan too. Right. Like, at this point, it doesn't really matter. Yup. Should we? Well, let's do that.
So, what are we doing?
That's why... Why is it that you can only choose one between me and Saki-chan?
That's a rule.
Who decided that?
The country or something?
That's not important. What's important are the feelings of the people involved, right? Yeah. Laws and such come after.
I'm also one of those involved, you know.
Do you hate it? Hate? Well, isn't it weird?
What's weird?
Because brother said he can't choose between me and Mocha-chan. We're both important to you.
That's...
So from now on, Mocha-chan and I will work hard to make brother fall in love with us romantically. Let's do a future shared caress. Yeah. Later we'll have to decide who's in charge on what day. We can alternate days on holidays. Should we do a monthly shift system? We'll discuss during events. When the three of us can be together, we're together, right? Of course.
Who the heck said that this is a happy ending so casually? The situation is getting worse. It's just bad. Dating these two at the same time is super troublesome. I was already struggling with one. And now I'm playing two-timer? Worse. That will lower my reputation at school. I must avoid that. Watching the excited pair from the corner of my eye, I slowly take my distance. Let's escape. Yes, let's do that. Saying something careless and getting caught would be troublesome, but...
Hey, Jin-kun. Where are you going?
Caught by the perfectly in sync childhood friend and sister-in-law. How our relationship will change from now on. I can't even imagine the development ahead.
Kurumi, good morning. The weather was nice today.
Good morning. If you have no business with me, don't talk to me.
Sorry. It wasn't like this before. I, Asamiya Zento, am just an ordinary second-year high school student. The only extraordinary thing is that Manabe Kurumi, the super beautiful girl sitting next to me, is my childhood friend. We've been together from kindergarten to high school, and we were quite close in elementary school. But from middle school, we gradually played less, and now in high school, we hardly talk except for greetings. Huh? I got a message. Oh, it's from Kurumi. Toma wants to play with me, so she's asking me to play with him. It's fine, but if it's just like that, she could just talk to me normally. Maybe she doesn't want to be seen talking with me? That's a bit depressing. Well, I'll just reply with okay for now. In the end, I couldn't talk to Kurumi today, except for greetings. Well, it can't be helped. She's not interested in me at all. I've been unrequitedly in love for 5 years. Maybe it's time to give up.
Ah, big brother!
Oh, hey, Toma! Playing baseball with a friend?
Yeah, there are only 2 of us, so we can only play catch, though.
He's Kurumi's younger brother in 6th grade, and for some reason, he calls me Big Brother.
Hey, big brother, let's play together!
It's fine, but I don't want to get my uniform dirty, so I'll change clothes first.
Sure.
Kurumi just asked me to play with Toma, too. Well, either way, Toma, it's fun to play ball with friends, but watch out for cars. They're rare, but they do come by, and the drivers might not see you.
Okay, I understand.
Alright, I'll change quickly. Sorry, Toma! I threw it in a weird direction.
You're still not good at control. I'll get it. Wait here.
Hey, Toma! Be careful over there! Damn! The car actually... Make it in time! Then I got between Toma and the car and protected him by force. Idiot! I told you to be careful. Are you hurt?
But, brother, you're...
Sorry, are you okay? Anyways, I'll call an ambulance. Good thing it wasn't a one-over. It hurts, but it seems someone called an ambulance, so it should be okay.
Zento? What happened to you? Brother protected me.
Kurumi just got back from school. At least this way, my parents will be informed, and Toma won't have to worry. Ugh, I'm so relieved, but my consciousness...
Are you okay, Zento? Toma, hurry home and call Mom.
Then I lost consciousness and was taken to the hospital. Where am I? Oh, the hospital. I lost consciousness, huh?
Zento, I'm glad you're awake. I was worried you wouldn't wake up.
Sorry for worrying you.
I thought my heart would stop.
I haven't seen Kurumi like this in a long time. She used to cry a lot even when I just simply scraped my knee. Ah! I guess it's broken.
Yep, your right hand and foot seem to be broken. When you wake up, they said they'll also check your brain.
Well, can't be helped.
Anyways, they said they'll examine me when you wake up, so I'll call the nurse.
Thanks, I appreciate it. After that, I underwent various detailed examinations. A week's hospitalization was necessary, but I only had fractures in my hand and foot. No other injuries. 1 week later, Kumi, you came today too?
It's the day of your discharge, of course.
You're a bit cold, but you came every day after school.
I'll say it again. I came to visit because I wanted to thank you for saving Toma. Don't get it wrong, it's not because I like you or am worried about you.
But when I woke up, I heard you saying you were worried.
I wouldn't say that. You must have been half asleep.
Maybe.
Oh, by the way, I brought the notes you missed. I'll put them in your bag.
You'll show me the notes?
Of course.
Her recent cold attitude makes her kindness more touching. If Kumi is this kind, getting injured isn't so bad. Thanks.
No need to thank me. Besides, you got hurt saving Toma, so I still have to take responsibility.
But there's nothing more you can do for me. That day, I was discharged and took a taxi home. What are you saying, Mom? It hurts. I wouldn't think that. Kumi's last words and my mom's words bothered me. But I didn't mind them and rested at home, preparing for tomorrow. The next day, from today, I have to go back to school. It's painful, but I have to go.
Good morning, Zento.
Kumi? Is this a dream? A good dream, I guess.
Zento, it'll take longer than usual to get ready with your injuries, so don't dawdle. Wake up.
Wait, this isn't a dream? Why are you in my room, Kumi?
I'm here to take care of you, of course. Your mom gave me permission.
Really? But I'm getting used to it and can do most things at home.
Huh? How about changing clothes and eating?
I can take off my clothes with my left hand, and I can wear a short. I don't eat much in the morning. For lunch, if it's bread, I can eat with my left hand.
Why practice such things?
Because it's troublesome if I can't do them. Well, that's true. I'll ask Mom to tie it. You'll do it, Kumi? But girls wear weapons. You can't tie a necktie.
Don't underestimate me. I practiced and got it perfect.
You practiced just for that?
Just a little. It's not hard. I finished quickly. I'll tie it, so stay still.
Okay. She's so close and she smells nice. It's nerve-wracking. No, Kumi is doing this out of kindness. Get rid of nasty thoughts. Count prime numbers. 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17.
Done. Is the length okay? Not too tight?
Thanks. It's perfect. Maybe even better than when I do it.
Good.
Being suddenly taken care of is bad for the heart.
If you're not eating breakfast, we should go to school. It's still quite early, though. Normally it's a 15-minute walk, but with this foot, it'll take about 40 minutes.
You're going too, Kumi?
Of course. Until you're healed, my mom will drive us.
But that's too much trouble.
Walking over a kilometer with your foot is hard, isn't it? Plus, your mom doesn't have a license, and your dad has already gone to work.
Right. Then I guess I'll take your offer. Then we relaxed a bit before getting into Kumi's mom's car. Auntie, sorry for the trouble.
No need for formalities.
Thank you.
Besides, Kento-kun, you saved Toma's life, so let us at least do this. By the way, Kurumi, did it go well? Mom?
What do you mean?
The necktie. You tied it for him, right?
Yeah, she did it for me.
It's like you're newlyweds. Mom, don't say unnecessary things. It's fine, isn't it? I didn't say that you were watching videos on how to tie a necktie and practiced on Toma's neck for 2 hours.
Huh? I heard you practiced a bit, but for 2 hours?
Oh well, I just blurted it out. Mom, you did that on purpose, didn't you? Ugh, never mind.
What do you mean, never mind?
I'll take care of Zento until he gets better, regardless of the thanks for saving Toma. You've become honest all of a sudden. It's because, Mom, you spilled the beans about the 2-hour practice, right? Zento, you don't have any complaints about that, do you?
Yeah, I guess I'll let myself be pampered this time.
You two are honest. We've arrived at school.
Thereafter, me and Kurumi arrived at school, but... Kurumi, you're too close. Others will tease us. Maybe Kurumi doesn't want strange rumors about us.
You don't need to worry about that. It's more important not to lose balance and fall.
Then I entered the classroom, while my heart was racing because Kurumi was too close.
Good morning, Asamiya-kun. Are you okay?
Yeah, I still can't walk properly, but I'm fine.
That's good.
Huh? Nobody teased me. Nobody even said to stay away from you, Kurumi. Kurumi's popular with the boys, so I thought that I might be envied or resented, but...
That's because...
2 days ago, in homeroom...
Zinto would be back from tomorrow. I think it's been a rumor, but Zinto saved my brother from a traffic accident. So I'll take care of him at school so he doesn't have any inconveniences. Guys, you heard her, so don't tease or make fun of both of them. I envy him.
So you said something like that? I feel like I've been boxed in. And I'm worried about the boys in our class, who seem to be crying blood. Then Kurumi helped me with everything, but...
Zinto, do you need help going to the bathroom?
No, I can manage that alone.
Zinto, there's dust on your shoulder.
Thank you. I'm grateful to Kurumi for taking such good care of me, but the jealous gazes of others are hard to ignore. Finally, it's lunchtime. The day feels long. Let's eat lunch and relax. Mom said she put something easy to eat since I'm injured. Is it bread or something? What's this? Weights and a letter? Mom, what are you playing at? I didn't eat breakfast.
Are you surprised? Ask Kurumi-chan for details.
What's this? Kurumi? What is this?
Well, it's like this.
Huh?
Here.
Kurumi? What's happening?
I made lunch, but if you don't want to eat it...
I want to eat this, but...
I can't hold back any longer. I'm going to kill him.
Hey, if you do that, Manabe-san will be sad.
The boys had reached their limit, and I was embarrassed too.
No, I made it with care, so please eat.
Okay. I'll eat. If the other boys are gonna resent me anyway, I'll eat Kurumi's cooking.
Then let's eat.
Tastes good.
I'm glad.
But I didn't expect you to make lunch. You were already here when I woke up.
Yeah, but I'm glad you're happy.
She's too cute. I could stay injured forever. For 3 months, Kurumi took care of me. My hand and foot finally healed. Thank you for these 3 months. I can ride again, so I'm fine.
So, I'm not needed anymore? Hey, Zinto.
What is it?
Can you, once again, break your bone?
Are you crazy? Of course not!
But if you break it again, I can take care of you.
Don't say things like a yandere, and stop looking so serious.
But now that you're healed, I can't talk to you like before.
Why are you crying?
I'm happy you're healed, but I can't take care of you anymore.
Oh, Kurumi felt the same way? Well, Kurumi, my right hand and foot are healed. Do you want to go on a date?
A date?
I want to thank you for taking care of me.
You don't need to thank me. I did it because I wanted to.
No, I said it wrong. I want to go on a date with you, Kurumi, not just as a thank you.
What happened to you, Zinto? A date? Even though we're not dating yet?
I've been sad since middle school because I couldn't talk to you, Kurumi.
That's...
This injury was an opportunity to talk to you normally, and I was happy. I don't want to go back to the way we were before.
I feel the same way.
Really? Why didn't you talk to me much before?
I was just embarrassed.
What do you mean?
We were always together in elementary school, right?
Yeah, we always played together.
Right, and in middle school, people started teasing us.
I thought you stayed away because you hated that.
It wasn't that I hated it, I was just embarrassed.
I see. But these past 2 months?
Well, that was because I was helping the person who saved my brother's life. And I wanted to be lovey-dovey at school without worrying about others' eyes.
I see. From now on, we can be together as much as we want.
What?
My injury's healed, and we can go anywhere and do anything at school.
That's true, but it would be strange for us who aren't dating to do that.
So, I've loved you for a long time. Will you go out with me?
Are you serious?
I'm serious. I thought you hated me, so I couldn't confess for a long time.
How long?
Since 6th grade, about 5 years ago.
I've loved you for 10 years. We've been in love for 5 years.
Why?
If we had been honest, we could have dated 5 years ago.
That's true.
So, accept my 10 years of feelings from now on?
Of course.
Let's plan our date together. I've thought of 100 places I want to go.
Okay, let's do that. Wait, 100 places? It took us a long time to start dating. However, we won't take long to become the school's infamous couple.
Sitting at the top of a long set of stone steps was that temple. This temple was a place that the people of this town would visit at the beginning of the year, or a milestone in their lives. When I was little, it took me a long time to get up these stairs, but now as a high schooler, I can get up there easily. That being said, it was a little bit hard though. But you could call it training, and I felt like the harder it was to get there, the better the reward. So I don't mind it. Of course, I'm just acting tough. If there was an escalator, I would definitely be using that. Alright, almost there. With the sunset streaming against my back, my shadow was extending far in front of me. As if to step on that shadow, I took one step after another. And if I moved forward, the shadow would also move forward. And just like that, one by one, I got closer to my destination. When I got to the top, there was a temple maiden there. It was about the same age as me. It was a face I'd seen a few times before. Hello. When I called out to her, she slightly nodded her head towards me. I stopped by the water at the gates, cleansed my body and soul, and I finally arrived to make my prayer. I went through the gate and arrived in front of the temple. I made my offering, threw in my coin, bowed twice, and clapped twice. After that, I put my two hands together and prayed. Please, I would like... In the end, I put my hands down, and I made one deep final bow. I was already very used to this. Oh, that's right. While I'm here, maybe I'll go ahead and get a charm too. When I stopped by the counter, the temple maiden who was cleaning earlier was there. Excuse me, I would like to get a charm.
Yes.
This love charm and this connection charm, what is the difference?
What? The love charm and the connection charm?
Yes?
First, for the connection, it can mean a connection with a specified person, or it can also mean to strengthen the connection with your partner to lead to marriage, and apparently holds a strong power for this. For the love charm, let's see. Whether you have a specific person in mind or not, it's more so that you can find love with somebody, I suppose.
I see. Well then, I will take the love charm, please.
Certainly. You're the upperclassman from Yuki High School, Mitsuya Ito, right?
I am, but have we met before?
You often come to our temple to pray, so, well, I remembered you. I actually started at Yuki High School this year, too.
This year? Does that mean you're a freshman?
Yes, that's right.
I see, so you're an underclassman. I must say, it feels a little embarrassing for an underclassman to see me like this.
That's not true. It's normal.
You think so?
Yes, it is.
In that case, I'm glad.
And about that. The thing that you were passionately praying for earlier.
Oh, well, yeah, I was praying for a girlfriend.
I thought that's what I heard. And then you didn't choose the connection charm. So does that mean you don't have a specific person in mind?
I guess so.
In that case, what about...
What? Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
In that case, what about me?
What do you mean?
I would like to put my hand up as your girlfriend candidate. I am in high school also now, and I wanted to experience the beauty of love. That's why,
Oh, I see, so that's what's going on.
Yes, that's it. So, if you can, please consider it.
Sure, I'll try asking.
Try asking? What are you going to ask to who?
You know, to Ryuta,
Ryuta who?
my best friend.
What do you mean?
Oh, did I forget to mention it? The person that's wishing for a girlfriend is Ryuta.
Huh?
But you're really pretty, and I'm sure Ryuta would like you too. What's your name?
It's Micah. Micah Endo.
Micah, got it. Okay, do you mind if I get your phone number?
Of course.
Thanks. Well then, see ya. Good luck with the rest of your work.
Yes, thank you very much.
I'll contact you again, maybe at night. Even still, I couldn't believe that it would work that fast. This temple really is amazing. Because I didn't have money, my birthday present was a prayer. But it looks like I'll be able to give good news to Ryuta with this. My feet were light, and unlike the way up, I was able to go down the stairs like a slide. After Mitsuya went home in a good mood.
He called me by my first name, and I got to give him my phone number, and he said, "See you again."
The first time that Micah saw Mitsuya was already 3 years ago. At one point in time, he was going to the temple every day, and there was a time that he would spend days in a row praying. And that was because, at that time, his mother was fighting very serious illnesses. On sunny days and even on rainy days, he just continued to pray for his mother's recovery, and she was drawn to that side of his face. Even after his mother's illness was cured, every now and then he would come to the temple. By the time she realized she had a crush, the reason she was able to be brave was because she thought this was an opportunity. But then,
But, what do I do? There's no way that I could tell him that I like him at this point. If I had the courage to say that, then I would have asked him out a long time ago. Why did it happen like this?
in an empty temple, her thoughts were ringing loud. It seems that the god of love was actually quite mean. Hey, Mitsuya, where are we going? Well, don't worry about it. But this is our precious lunch break. You're gonna regret saying that. In 1 minute, you're about to be grateful to me, Ryuta. Huh? I prepared your birthday present for you. Seriously? Oh, there she is.
Hello.
Wait, who was this? This is Miss Micah Endo, freshman. And this is Ryuta I was talking about. I'm Ryuta Renata. Nice to meet you.
Oh, yes. Nice to meet you.
Hey, what is going on here? Ryuta, you said you wanted a girlfriend, didn't you? Oh, yeah, I did say that. Well, it turns out that Micah here was just looking for a partner, too. What? She's super duper cute, though. I know, right? And plus, she's a temple maiden. Where did you find such gold? If I tell you, it's a long story, so we can save that for later. You shouldn't make Micah wait. That's true, too. Micah, was it?
Yes.
You're also looking for a relationship?
Well, yeah, kind of.
Micah nodded, but just for a moment. However, clearly, she looked over at Mitsuya. Just in that one gesture, Ryuta was sharp, and he understood the situation. Looks like there's a misunderstanding, and it's become a sticky situation.
What?
Nothing, don't worry about it. Hey, Mitsuya. What? Now you're in the mood to thank me? No, that would be me to you. Hey, why is that? You'll realize eventually. By the way, I do like this girl, and I want to get to know her better. Who are you saying that to? But to be left alone with a girl that I just met will be a little awkward. I don't remember you being like that. Anyway, I have a suggestion, but for a while, why don't we hang out, the three of us together? 3 of us? You, me, and her. You do have the responsibility to take care of this until the very end. This is my birthday present from you, right? That's fine by me, but what about you, Micah?
I would also prefer that. It would be helpful.
She said it herself. Well, then I guess that's that. Decided. And so it was decided that the 3 of us would hang out together for a while. It's so hot. I want to go to the beach. Let's go! Yeah, it's almost summer break anyway. Micah, do you have a swimsuit?
Just my school swimsuit.
Lame.
No, but if we're gonna go to the beach, then I'll buy a new one.
After school, Micah was often helping out at the temple, so most of the time we would be together during the lunch break. Despite saying it would be awkward, Ryuta and Micah quickly got along well. Huh, well then, why don't you go buy one with Mitsuya?
Why?
That's right, it's wrong for you to expect that I would have any taste on that. What I'm saying is, you should choose one for her that you like. Micah, do you have to help out a lot at the temple during summer break too?
During the breaks, I help out in the mornings, so I'm usually free from the afternoon on most days.
I see. In that case, it looks like we really will get to hang out.
Yes,
You better come cheer for me at my games together.
you are on the soccer team, right?
Ryuta's been in the starting lineup since he was a freshman. He's pretty good.
Wow,
I'm not pretty good. I'm the ace.
this really makes me feel like I'm in high school.
We're already talking about plans, though.
But even still, this summer looks like it's going to be fun.
Before we knew it, summer had come along. The summer break of that year, I was able to make many, many unforgettable memories. Did you know that the shaved ice in places like this, just the color is different, but the syrups all taste the same? No way.
Oh, I actually knew that.
Like the three of us having shaved ice together. As promised, we also went to the beach.
How? It's so pretty.
Let's play a game, Mitsuya. Sure. If you lose, you have to go buy lunch.
Oh, I'll come with you to get your lunch. But then, it's not a punishment, is it?
What, really? Going to get lunch with Micah as a reward.
What?
We can say this is my loss. I respect the way you can say things like that. We did our homework together, too. Micah, is there anything you don't understand? I can teach you.
What? Do you know this, Ryuta?
Just because I'm the athletic type, don't underestimate me. I can easily do freshman work. Micah, believe it or not, this guy got 6th place in the last grade exam.
No way.
Hey, that last phrase was rude.
Sorry, it slipped out.
That's also rude. We also went to the summer festival. Are you sure it's okay for you to be hanging out with us?
I told you many times, haven't I? Today is special. Or is it that you didn't want to see me dressed up in a kimono, Mitsuya?
That's not what I'm saying at all, but...
I'm glad.
Hey, there's a stall that's selling beef on a stick. Also, takoyaki and okonomiyaki, too. Looks like Ryuta's more focused on the food, though. At the end of the summer break, as promised, the two of us went to cheer for Ryuta at his soccer game. Yeah, that's it!
The pass.
He's got this! Go, 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 Ryuta!
Come on, Ryuta.
Yes, he scored!
Amazing, amazing!
We won!
Yes, we won!
The excitement of the win was making our bodies jump up and down, and we put our hands together and celebrated. They made a loud noise. My hands stung a little bit. Micah's hands were small but warm and soft. They were shaped like a girl's.
Ryuta, he looked really cool out there. I see him differently now.
You're right.
What's the matter? You're acting kind of weird. Are you not feeling well?
No, I'm fine. It's just that... Why is it? It's just that... Why is it every time that Micah would compliment Ryuta, it made my chest sting a little? Even though it should be a good thing. Even though I'm only with them to connect the two of them together. I looked up at the evening sky. The sky was burning bright red. The heat of the summer was slowly residing. The hours of the afternoon were getting shorter by the day. The summer was trying to come to an end.
Summer is going to be ending soon, isn't it?
I was just thinking the same thing.
I'm kinda sad. I've never felt like this before.
Really? Well, then I'm glad.
Why is that?
Because that sadness is proof that this summer was fun.
I see. That's a good point. It was fun. It was so fun. And that's why I'm this sad that it's coming to an end. This is the first time I've had a summer break that was this fun.
But you know, it's okay.
Why do you say that?
There are plenty of fun things in the fall, and plenty of fun things in the winter, too.
It's true. And then before we know it, there'll be another summer waiting for us. Hey, Mitsuya.
What?
I hope we can be together a lot from now on, too.
Yeah.
In the fall, and the winter, and the spring, too. Please hang out with me.
As she said that and smiled, Micah looked so beautiful. My heart jumped so high that it almost hurt. Whoa!
What's the matter?
No, nothing at all.
Really? Your face is red, though.
It's probably just the sunset. And that's why you look this beautiful to me.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure that's all it is. I want to just leave it at that. Because there's no way you can know that I realize my feelings for you. After a long break, the new semester began, and a month had passed. Hey, Mitsuya, at least today after school, you better come. We had a promise. Sorry, I can't today either. Why not? I have things to do. It was a lie. It's just that I couldn't let myself be next to those two, with these feelings in my heart. More than anything, it hurt too much to see the two of them getting along so well. Is it just me or you avoiding us? No, of course not. Sure, of course not. Yeah? Because I'm not the one that you're avoiding. It's just Mike, isn't it? What? You like her, don't you? His voice sounded so sure. It would probably be pointless to try to cover it up. Ryuta, there's no need to hide it. My best friend. But also, when you're not around, Micah isn't her usual self, and there's no need for me to be with Micah in the first place. That's not true. You and Micah get along well, and what do you mean there's no need? You're gonna date her, aren't you? Listen, what were you looking at this whole time? Look, Micah and I get along. Sure, I'll acknowledge that, but we're never gonna date. But why not? What is there not to like about Micah? I'm not about that. How do I say this? To me, she's more like a little sister. I can't look at her in that way. And plus, from the first day I saw her, I already realized that there was a guy that she likes. No way. The only person that hadn't realized is that guy himself. Well, I guess it doesn't matter who that is. It's not my place to say. The real problem is knowing that, what you plan on doing about it. Are you sure, Ryota? That's you and Micah. You're so annoying. Look, I want to go out with a goyle that actually likes me. A goyle that likes another guy is already a no for me in the first place. But you're different, aren't you? Mitsuya. He was looking straight at me. If Ryuta was who I was up against, I was ready to give up. But if that's not the case... No, even if Ryuta was the person, Actually, I really can't today. Not this again. I really do have something I need to do. Something important. And this is something that I have to go do myself. Is that so? Mike is at the temple. What? Now go! Yeah, I'm going. For the first time in a while, I ran down the street towards the temple. I was running for the first time since my mother was hospitalized from her illness. And I think that the gods must have been watching me that day. My mom's surgery was a success, and she was discharged. I wonder about this time, though, if my prayers were going to be answered. Oh, that was tough. Oh, I'm tired. But when I got to the top of the temple, I was drenched in sweat. But that didn't matter to me at all in that moment. As usual, I looked around for Micah, but I didn't see her anywhere. Now that I think back, Micah was always standing in this spot. Even before we became friends, she would always greet me there. Maybe before I even realized it, I was always interested in her from a long time ago. And maybe that's why I was bringing myself here all the time. And I'm only just now realizing this. I'm such an idiot. Since I was there, I decided to pray before I left. As usual, I cleansed my hands by the gate. I walked slowly on the path underneath the gate. Micah might not be here right now, but in my memory and in my mind, she was right there. I gave my offering and threw in the coins. Then 2 bows, 2 claps. They made a loud noise and my hands stung. I prayed.
I was shocked. I never imagined that Mitsuya was going to come back here again. Without thinking, I ran away to hide, because apparently he doesn't want to see me right now. I don't know what the reason is, but he's avoiding me. Oh, but I'm sad. At that moment, I started to hear a voice. It was the voice of a guy that I love.
Dear God, perhaps it isn't right to pray for something like this, but please listen. There is a girl that I like. That girl is beautiful and honest and kind. She may not be in my league. I may be no match for her, but I like her. And I don't want to give her to anybody else. So please, give me the courage to tell her how I feel. At that moment, I heard a voice. It was the voice of the girl that I love.
That girl that you speak of, what is her name?
What? Micah?
No, it's me, God.
God.
Yes, that's right.
I see, but I'm sorry. That's the one thing I can't even tell God.
Why is that?
Because I want to tell her first before anyone else. So please, come out here, Micah.
Mitsuya.
I finally get to see you.
Is it true that there's someone you like?
Yeah, it's true.
Who is it? Is it somebody that I know?
Yeah.
But no.
So listen, Micah.
No, I don't want to hear it.
Please, listen.
I don't want to.
The girl that I like is you. So, will you please go out with me?
Really?
Yeah, I don't want you to be Ryuta's. I want you to be my girlfriend. And then Micah smiled with the most beautiful tears I'd ever seen.
I'm so glad. I knew that our temple was amazing. I prayed and prayed and prayed for many years that you and I would end up together, Mitsuya. And I wanted my prayers to be answered, so I worked hard and helped as much as I could. I'm glad. I'm so glad. I'm so happy.
Thank you. Until her tears stopped, I held on to her and didn't let go. After a while, she stopped crying. Are you okay now?
Yes, we should go thank the gods.
You're right. Standing side by side, we put our hands together. Dear God, thank you very much. Inside of my pocket was one love charm that I didn't think was necessary anymore and hadn't given to Ryuta. Maybe, just maybe, that's why my love was the one that was answered. On the way out, I decided to get a proper love charm for Ryuta.
I was fooled. I really was fooled. I thought it was just a regular party, but it was actually a matchmaking party. Hey, this isn't what you said. Didn't tell you. You never would have come if I did. I'm not interested in finding a girl. But you got nobody you're interested in? There are plenty of beautiful girls here. The girl in front of you is really cute. I looked forward after being prompted. There really was a beautiful girl whom you'd really only see on TV. But my heart didn't flutter or speed up. I was not interested in romance. Toshimichi Narumi, 30 years old, office worker. I can't talk about all of the childhood drama and damage from being dumped horribly by my ex. It's not like I have any story. I don't like guys either. I just like being single better. I have no interest in having kids and a family. That's why things like this, where the sole purpose is to have kids, makes me struggle. I'm gonna run to the bathroom. You sure? Someone's gonna take Chika-chan while you're away. I wasn't interested, but I asked anyway. Who's Chika-chan? The girl that you're sitting in front of. You didn't hear the introductions? Oh yeah, that was her name, but I don't care. Why? Because she's also in the bathroom. Before I knew it, the beautiful girl was gone. I was heading to the bathroom when that girl talked to me.
Narumi-san, was it?
Oh, Chika-chan.
My first name. And with a chan? You're more friendly than I thought.
Oh, sorry, Chika-chan.
Still first name, huh?
Is that bad? I couldn't say that I didn't remember her last name.
Hey, Narumi-san?
What is it?
You forgot my last name.
She immediately figured it out. Sorry.
It's fine. I guess the guy next to you was the one that influenced you to say Chan? He was calling everyone by their first names with Chan.
You know everything. You're exactly right.
Also, Narumi-san, you want to leave, don't you? You look bored.
I mean, yeah. He basically dragged me here today.
Huh. You have a girlfriend or something?
No. I'm just not interested in romance.
I see.
You?
Me?
You seem easy to get along with, but you're not into it, are you?
You can tell.
I can, because we're the only ones not talking to anyone.
What do you mean?
We're only listening to people who talk to us as a social obligation. Neither of us have any interest, so we're just talking to people who talk to us. Hence, why we didn't speak to each other, even though we sat in front of each other.
I see.
But you're a little more straight-edged,
Why?
because you at least remembered my name.
Yeah, seriously. You really were rude, huh?
Sorry,
I'm Chika.
I know that part.
Chika Kiribayashi.
Kuribayashi-san. Got it. Memoed in the brain.
You can just say Chika. I'll call you Toshimichi-kun.
So, why aren't you into this, Chika-san? No guys to your liking?
Oh, same as you. Not interested in romance. But they say that I'm only young once, so...
I feel like she was more so the motivation for men to come, but I didn't say that. Most of the guys were all after her anyway, other than me and my friend. She was very good at cutting them down, so I'm sure they're after others now.
But I mean, maybe it's a good thing I came today.
Why?
You know, I think we have similar goals in mind.
Huh?
You want to leave, don't you?
I do.
Don't want to be invited out by anyone?
I mean, are you saying?
Yes, let's leave.
She giggled a devilish giggle. I said that I wanted to go grab drinks with her to my friend, and he sent me off with a smile. It was so easy, and we were out of that boring party in no time. But it's two serious people. We did decide to do what we said. We were at a fancy bar, I mean, a park. We had fancy cocktails. I mean, some strong zeros we brought from the store. Cheers!
This is it. The booze you get at all-you-can-drinks are too watered down.
You're good with booze, huh?
Yeah,
I think it'll take me like a few hours to finish.
just take it slow. I don't want you to get alcohol poisoning.
Thanks. We were only hanging out till we finished our cans. But it was nice because we weren't all pent up. Maybe it's the strong alcohol. We really did hit it off.
No way, you watched that movie?
My brother did. It's rated pretty bad, but I like it.
Me too. I can't believe that I'd find a friend like this.
About work. And then my manager did.
I know, right? I want to do more too.
Right? They're so small scale.
Seriously.
Then about romance. So yeah, I really don't understand how people are so obsessed with romance. Like, does it really matter? I have friends at work, and I can go hang out with them on the weekend.
I can kind of understand why they want to have romance, though.
But I also don't want them to not understand why we don't want romance.
Yes, romance doesn't equal happiness.
Before we knew it, the Chuhai was gone.
That was so much fun.
Me too.
Hey, Toshimichi-kun,
I think we're thinking the same thing.
right?
It'll be a good excuse.
How about twice a week?
Sounds like a good plan.
Let's go with that.
The one can of Chuhai allowed us to strike an accord. Twice a week, we would come out and talk about nothing like this over Chuhai. Not as friends or lovers, just as comrades. I think that was the best way she put it. We had a non-romantic union in place. 2 months after the party. So, how are things with Chika-chan? What do you mean? Don't play dumb. We're getting along. We're going out for drinks tonight. Man, it's always the guy with no experience who scores the prettiest one. So, don't invite me out again? I know. Man, I don't know who to bother next. Chika-san was at the park that we always went to. She was swaying on the swings. Sorry, was I late?
Nah, I just got here.
Your favorite was sold out, so I bought a different one.
You popped off, huh? This is pretty expensive.
You've tried it?
Yeah, I like it, but I only buy it sometimes because it's expensive. Thank you for the free booze.
Hey!
I'm joking, I'll pay.
I'm joking too. Don't worry about it.
Really?
Special deal this time.
Thanks. All right. I'll bring something good next time. All right, well,
Cheers!
so good.
Twice a week, we drink some cheap booze at the park. No hugging, no kissing, no going into each other's rooms. But I like this relationship.
Things are so nice.
You too?
Yeah, they said people with boyfriends can't come. I wouldn't go if you didn't keep dragging me out.
I should have pretended I had a girl sooner.
Wait, that's not good.
Why?
Because I never would have run into you.
True. Not that I'm interested in dating.
Yeah,
I love being with you.
me too. All right, next cheers.
Yeah.
Cheers. Kenpai.
Prost!
Kippis.
I know cheers, but what's kippis?
Finish, I think. What about Prost?
German.
Wow, badass.
Yours is fancy too. Oh yeah. How's that old sexual harassing dude?
Oh, he was fired.
Nice.
I want to quit too.
Huh? You don't like your job?
It's not that. I just want to make my own too.
Ah, you want to go independent. I didn't know you were that kind of person.
Huh? I didn't tell you that?
Yeah. First time hearing you say that.
But you know about the sexual harassment guy.
Yep, I know about him. But isn't it scary to go independent?
Yeah, what about you? You always worked there?
I don't have any complaints other than the pay.
That's pretty killer though, don't you think?
I don't think this will change ever, though.
True.
People's greed knows no bounds.
Politicians and CEOs. They get several tens of hundreds more than us, but they try to do bad things to get more.
Seriously, I wish they would share at least.
Right?
Once you become independent, and this amazingly esteemed CEO, you can pay me the big bucks.
What? What can you do?
Cook, clean, drive you to and from work.
What are you, a house husband?
It's a job.
Yeah, I guess. Living alone really makes you thank people for doing the chores.
I mean, I could be your secretary or something too.
I see. Then you try to evade taxes and get us arrested.
I'll be sure to say you forced it for me.
I'd say that I had no recollection.
What are you, a politician?
Let's just eat the terrible prison food and survive together.
I'll pass.
Oh, come on. But if you're okay with drinking at the park like this from now on, I'm down.
Okay then. There was a large round moon above us. A full moon. There wasn't a single dark portion, and it was the same shape as our hearts. I was so ready for this to continue, but...
Narumi, I need you to go to Kyushu next spring.
Business meeting? Sure, I'll go.
No, you're going to be moving branches.
You're sending me off to the middle of nowhere to some dead-end position?
No way! The Kyushu branch factory has top-of-the-line tech. You know that. You go study for about 5 years, and then you can handle the new project. If things go well, the higher-ups will remember your face. It'll be a good career decision. Are you up for this?
Of course I am. The first thing that crossed my mind wasn't, should I move? But my comrade, that I drank with twice a week.
Nothing today either.
A little while later, I found a friend that drank cheap booze with me at the park. I guess comrade is more fitting. They say that girls and boys can't be friends. That's why we're comrades, not friends.
That didn't matter though. The problem was that I hadn't seen him for a month. He just started ignoring me. He canceled our meeting because of work. We're not dating and we're not friends, so it's not that big of a deal, but I wasn't the only one that was having fun, right? He said he had fun.
Let's go grab food. Yeah, sure. Let's go to a different place today. Sure. I didn't think about anything before saying yes. I didn't realize it was a trap. I was fooled. Chika-san was at the store that my coworker took me to.
Thank you.
All right, my job here is done. Damn it! My friend really did leave us.
I asked him if he knew why you were avoiding me recently. Then he said that I had to meet you in person and ask you.
I see.
This is weird.
What is it?
You know, we're not at a park at night drinking booze. We're drinking coffee.
True. Can I order something?
Sure.
Excuse me. A lunch set, please.
Oh, a second order of that lunch set, please. So, what happened?
What do you mean?
Why are you avoiding me? You find a girlfriend?
Not at all.
Right.
I'm going to be transferring. I'm going to Kyushu for about 5 years.
That's a long time. And it's far.
All that time would just disappear.
So, you wanted to just ghost me?
Right.
There's a lot of people that drink well, right?
Yeah. The previous guy in this position collapsed at the welcoming party.
You sure can handle it when you're not good with booze.
I'm sure I'll figure it out. Probably.
I don't know.
I had a lot of fun over the last few months.
Me too, actually. I have no friends.
Really?
I'm pretty popular, so the girls hate me, and I'm not very good at getting along with people.
Right.
Right?
Oh, sorry.
Whatever. Guys look at me like I'm meat, so I don't like it.
I see.
So, I like the time I was with you. Really. When are you going to Kyushu?
Next spring.
Right around the corner.
Yeah. Blink of an eye. Our connection was relieved. No goodbyes. Then came spring. It really was the blink of an eye. I hadn't met her after that cafe. That was my only regret. I should have at least said bye once.
You forgot to say something to someone. Rip.
Yeah. Huh? Chika-san?
Yo,
What are you doing here?
You know why?
Are you saying?
Yeah.
I can't believe you came here to say goodbye. Thank you.
Huh? No, that's not it.
It's not?
Yeah, it's not.
Then what are you doing at the airport?
I'm going to get on a plane, silly.
Vacation?
Nah, moving.
Where to?
Kyushu.
What a coincidence.
Not at all.
Huh?
I quit my job. I wanted to become independent, and I can work anywhere, so I figured I'd move to Kyushu.
What?
I don't have rooms or anything picked out, so let me live with you. I'll do the chores for a little.
What?
Ugh, you're too loud.
No, wait, hang on. This is all news to me.
Of course it is. I didn't tell you.
You can't just decide on those things.
It's fine. It's not like you have a girlfriend.
I mean, yeah, but...
I don't need a boyfriend or anything, but I want someone to talk to and drink with.
So?
Just give up.
Fine. I can't say no since she quit her job for me. Are you sure, though? It's really the middle of nowhere from what I hear. Nothing out there.
No way.
Nope. Just farmland everywhere. A single train every 2 hours.
Oh, I didn't mean that.
Then what?
I guess there's something or someone. You're there at the very least.
I guess.
So it should be decently fun.
Decently, huh?
Yep, decently.
The time for our plane came, and we got ready to board.
Let's drink some cheap booze once we get there.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a park like ours.
I hope there is.
Seriously.
Apparently, our relationship was going to continue for a little longer.